Hey guys, today I'm going to be filming a makeup tutorial for you. This is my graduation look. It's really simple and easy to do. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye! So right now I'm going to apologize for all the faces that I am going to make during this video. It's what happens when I do my makeup. Also, if you guys can see, I'm slightly sunburned, so yeah, that's a thing. So first I'm going to be priming my eyelids. I'm going to use Stay Don't Stray by Benefit. This is the lightest shade there is, so it would be in light, not medium or dark. And I'm basically just going to dot this all over my eyelid. Then blend it with my fingers all over. I'm using a little bit more of the primer than I usually would because I'm going to be using a lot of colors today. Make sure it's everywhere. And then I'm going to go in and just dot a little bit under my eyes. Just like one dot. It's going to hold my concealer for later on. Okay, so after you primed, you're gonna take Maybelline Color Tattoo. Ooh, this is in Bad to the Bronze. And then just put that over the lid. The inner corner right up to your crease. Not necessarily in the crease. And right to the outer corner. Just like that. It's just going to be a base for the other colors that we're going to be putting on. So again, I start in the middle because that's where I want the most color to be. And then I'll come to the outer corner and I'll push it in. I'll go to the inner corner. I'll bring it up right to the crease. And again, just push it around. Get it all even. And don't go above your crease. There you go. Steal a Kitten. Ooh, pretty, pretty. And I'm going to be taking this little sponge tip brush and I'm just going to get a little bit on there and kind of pat it in on the inner corner of my eye. I'm not going to swipe too much. I don't want to mess up the Bad to the Bronze, but I'm going to bring this right in the outer corner and then right to the middle. Just pat it. I'm not bringing it all the way out. I'm just staying like about here and in. And just patting it all over where I put the Bad to the Bronze. Again, on the other side, pat, pat, pat. I don't swipe this, I just want to pat it. Swipe it a little like in the middle where you're about to stop, just so it's not like a line there, but pat on the inner corner and in the crease. Next, I'm going to be using the color Naked 2 from the Naked Basics palette. This one right here. It's like the really light brown color. And then this is going in my crease. Just back and forth like a windshield. Ooh, not a windshield. Like a windshield wiper. We're going to go back and forth like windshield wipers. And back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Bring it down a little bit into the inner corner, but that's not where we're focusing it. We're focusing it up here. Then you can take it down into the outer corner just slightly. but you're going to be putting a different color there, so don't put too much. Back and forth. This is a matte color, so like your lid is going to be, they're going to be super shiny, but then everything above the lid is matte, so it's like not super overpowering. So we're gonna kind of tone it down a little bit. Okay, so we're done with that. And I'm gonna take this and put it on the outer corner. Right on the outer corner. Bring it up a little bit into the crease. Outer corner. Little into the crease. Okay, just to even everything out, I'm not going to add any more product on this, but I'm going to go back in with this brush. Just kind of blend everything. So I'm not adding anything onto it, I'm not adding more Naked 2, I'm just going to blend with this brush so that there's no harsh lines, because that's not too cute. I mean, if that's the look you're going for, then by all means forget blending, but generally you don't want that look. So now for our highlight, Foxy from the Naked Basics palette. So as you can see, the majority of your eye look is going to come from this palette. Take this little stiff-ended brush right here and put it right under my brow. What I also like to do with my highlight is bring it down a little and even out any uneven lines that I may have made while doing my eyeshadow. Let's bring it down into the inner corner and even everything out. So bring it down, even it out, bring it down. So we are all done with the top part of eyeshadow. So now I'm going to take this gel eyeliner. It's like a stick. It's from Ulta. I got it in this 4-piece kit. I don't know why, but I always like to start like in the middle of my eye. And then I bring it to the inside. And then I take it out. I just do it in light little strokes. I just brought it like slightly out, you can't even really tell. Just to kind of elongate the lash line. So again, don't ask me why, I just like tend to start right here when I'm doing my eyeliner and then go in and then go out. I'm not sure why, I always start in the middle. I can't see like close up what this looks like. So I'm trusting myself that I did this well. I'm gonna be done with that. I just did like a little itty bitty flick at the end, but you can't even really tell. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. This is just like a cheapo curler from New York Color. And I'm pretty sure I just got it at Target for like $2. A long time ago. like before I was using makeup. So now I'm going to use YSL Yves Saint Laurent, however you say that, their Shocking Mascara. It smells amazing. And I just like to coat my lashes a little itty bit with this. Kind of wiggle it, not too much. If you guys know me, you know that my lashes are really dark and thick already. I don't need so much mascara, I just tend to put on a lot. I wasn't wearing mascara one day and I went to the benefit counter and they were gonna do my eyes and they're like, oh, what mascara are you using? And I'm like, I don't even have any on. They're like, oh my gosh, I thought you had like a ton on. Nope, all natural. Thank the Lord.
Okay.
I said okay, and yet I'm still doing the same thing. Okay, so I'm going to be done with this one. And now I'm going to go in with Benefit's They're Real. And this one is really cool. It has like this little ball at the end of the applicator. And it helps get the corner lashes. And then any like strays that you might have missed. So I like to do that just to make sure all my lashes are standing up nice and pretty. So obviously you're going to focus on the outer corner, but you can also go in and just go over the coat that you already have. So now we're going to do our facey face. The first thing that I'm going to be using is Benefit's Fake Up Concealer. This is in the lightest color again because, as y'all know, I am one of the whitest people on the planet. So I just rub it on under my eyes and I'm going to blend it with my fingers because I don't have anything else to blend with. So I like to focus this right under my eyes. I don't really take it anywhere else because I guess I have dark circles. I didn't even notice them until the lady at the benefit counter is like, have you ever used concealer? I'm like, no. She showed me and I was like, dang, that's what it looks like with concealer? That's what it looks like without concealer? It was cray cray. It's a little bit harder to do my makeup right now because of my sunburn. I'm a little bit, you know, flaky and peely, unfortunately. I'm gonna do the best that I can do. So next, it's time to prime our face. I'm using Becca Primer. This is their Ever Matte Poreless Priming Perfector. So you kind of gotta like move it around like this and shake it a little bit because if you don't, it comes out like watery. It's kind of weird, but kind of just massage it, I guess. And then I just put it on the back of my hand, just a little bit, because this is a really mattifying primer. Like, it feels like it dries on your face like paint or something. As you can see, I'm like dusting this out because it dries and flakes if you don't put it on right. Just put on a little bit. And I kind of just pat it in, I don't really smear it. Because if you smear it, it can tend to turn white and flaky. So I pat it everywhere that I need it. And I don't go over a spot more than once. Like, I've already gone over my nose, okay, I'm done going over my nose. I'm not going to put any more on because it will flake. And once it dries, it dries. Don't try to like move it around anymore, I guess, because it's done. You gotta master how to use this. It's not very cooperative your first try. But you can see how well it mattifies. Like, my forehead was super shiny and the shine's gone now. And it keeps shine away for hours. So, pretty awesome. Okay, so we are primed and ready to go. Now I'm going to be using Makeup Forever's Matte Velvet Plus, and there's not a shade on the container, so I'm just going to shake it up. It says shake before use. So the first brush I'm going to use is this big flat top brush. And I'm just going to dot this on my face. Oh, on my face in like the big areas. And I'm just going to kind of make a base for the rest of the foundation that I'm going to apply. So I'm not too worried about getting it everywhere right now because this brush is so big, can't get into all the spaces it needs to get into. So I'm kind of just going to blend it out as much as I can. Now I'm going to go in with other brushes. We will come back to this brush though. Okay, all done with that one. Second brush that I'm going to be using is this itty bitty flat top brush. And I'm just going to go in and start going over everything. And this is what's going to give me my full coverage. And right now I am going for really full coverage because I do have a sunburn. It's not very cute. So I'm looking for all the spots where I'm red and focusing on those, not necessarily any other place on my face. So next I'm going to be taking this angled foundation brush. It's really thin and I'm just going to go in on spots that are harder to get coverage. Like if you wax your eyebrows, mine, I don't know if everybody's tend to do this, but mine, they tend to leave these spots like right here where the wax was that like won't get makeup on them unless they're applied super thoroughly. I don't know if everybody is like that, but I am, and I have these spots that just look like weird discolored spots, and I have to really focus my makeup there for any coverage. So just use your discretion of the brushes you need for certain areas. Looks like I need this on my nose up here. If you see streaks, it's okay because we're going to go in and even them out after you're all done applying everything. Your jawline. Now this foundation did match my skin tone, but I think I might have gotten a little tan, so it's a little too light for me. Yes, it's never happened before. Okay, so now we're going to go back in with this brush, like I said. We're going to pat, 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 and just kind of like do away with any lines that were made. Alright, so when you're done patting, you're going to go in with your powder. And I use Makeup Forever Professional Duo Matte Powder, and this is shade 202. So I'm just going to go in with this little fluffy round brush. And this is going to add a little bit of color to my skin. Good for that. I always start on my nose. Don't know why. I just always have with every single powder that I use. I start in the middle of my face on the smallest parts. I didn't use any like spot concealer like for acne or anything today because my skin has actually been pretty good. But if I had been wanting to cover anything up, I would have gone back in with the Stay Don't Stray and just spotted it and lightly blended it in with this brush. Very lightly. But not having to use any of that today, thank goodness. So when I do my powder, I kind of go around my face first and then I'll fill it in. Now we're going to start filling everything in. So this is going to set all our foundation. I'm just going to do my forehead right now because before I move on, before I fill in the cheeks, I'm going to do a little bit of highlighting. I guess it's kind of a highlighter. I'm using it as a highlighter. It's Benefit Sunbeam, and I'm just going to do like little itty bitty dots. I'm just going to blend this in with my fingers. Not going to press too hard because I don't want to move my foundation. I'm just going to blend it in a little bit. It's going to give me a little highlighting there. So, yes. So I framed where I want my powder to be. And now I'm giving myself highlight before I go over with my powder on my cheeks. Because you never want to go back over with a cream or liquid after you've already set everything with powder, because that's just no good. No good. So I just do it right before I set everything. Now you can go in and you can set your cheeks. Just make sure to bring the color back and down a little bit. So I'm going to use a MAC Warm Soul, which is a beautiful, beautiful color. I'm going to take my blush brush, get it on there, and let's just dust it right over my cheeks. I'm going to clean out my eyebrows. So I'm going to just get out any foundation that might be in there. Now I'm going to take Anastasia. It looks like Anastasia, but everybody pronounces it Anastasia. This is the Brow Wiz crayon little pencil, and it's in brunette. Okay, so we're going to fill them in. And I pretty much just fill in the inner corner because out here is really thick for me, but my inner corner is severely overplucked. So there you go. And then this one I really have to draw in because I don't know what I did. I just overplucked. So now I'm going to take the other side of my Anastasia thingy and I'm going to just even out the harsh lines that I just made. Now I'm going to take Benefit Speed Brow. This like gives your eyebrows a little tint, but it's also a gel, so it's going to hold them in place all day. And I'm just going to put this over. It's good if you're having a lazy day You don't want to completely do your eyebrows because that can take time. Just comb it through. So now I'm using Maybelline Color Whisper in Mocha Muse. I'm just gonna throw that on there. I'm gonna take an angle brush and I'm gonna spray Fix Plus on it, just a little bit, very, very lightly. And again, I'm gonna take the color Faint, which we applied on our outer corner. I'm just gonna dust it right underneath. Like to the middle. I don't like to put it too far in. Then I'm just going to take their Real and put them on my lower lash line. I'm using Urban Decay's Makeup Setting Spray. This is in D Slick because I am oily. So shake it up. Ta-da! You're done. Itchy. Sunburn. You see my tan line? Because you don't want just glitter eyeballs. You'll look like Kesha. I don't know what that noise was my mouth just made. Foxy. Okay. I don't know why I just huffed